What's going on, guys? It's Steven again. Welcome back to another video. In today's special video, I want to take a look at my beloved Nidoqueen and what Nidoqueen can do when it finally drops in the DLCs that are coming to Sword and Shield. Nidoqueen, or actually Nidorino, was shown in the first trailer back in January. Unfortunately, it looks like it was shown in the part for the Crown Tundra, which is actually the DLC that's coming at the end of the year. So this video might be a bit early. But we're just gonna dive into it. I just wanted to have a look with you guys at what Nidoqueen can do in this dynamaxing format. And I love Nidoqueen, and Nidoqueen is a very scary Pokemon if you start looking into it. Let's just jump into the video. So we've got our Nidoqueen open here in the previous generation. The decks for our beloved Queen on Cerebi.net. Link is down below if you want to check out the website and you don't know it. It has everything on Pokemon. And we've got Nidoqueen open up here. And the first thing that we want to talk about is its ability. Sheer Force is such an amazing ability. Moves with a secondary effect are increased by 30% but lose that secondary effect. So every move that has a secondary effect gets a 30% buff. Slap a life orb on that and you've got an amazing hard-hitting Pokemon that gets 50% extra damage to every move. I mean, that's why Nidoqueen and also Nidoking are very powerful. Nidoking has a slight different stat distribution, is more offensive and less defensive. Nidoqueen has a little bit more bulk and a little less attack, but Nidoking is not in this video. I'm just gonna be talking about my beloved Nidoqueen. So in the level up pool at the moment, not really a big deal, but Nidoqueen's typing is Poison and Ground. So its main two stabs in Dynamax formats are gonna are gonna buff its special attack. So I'm kind of leaning towards going with the special set because Nidoqueen and Nidoking both get so many moves that you can run it both physical or special. But I prefer to go with the Sheer Force Life Orb set and then with the special Modest Nidoqueen. But we'll get into actual stat distributions and sets in a later part of this video. I'm just gonna have a look at its moves. So Poison and Ground. So boosting your special attack and your ally's special attack with that Sludge Wave or that Sludge Bomb in the Dynamax format, obviously. So, and then the Ground is gonna boost your defense. So you're gonna be getting special attack buffs, but you can also get defense buffs. Or special defense, sorry. And then we're gonna be looking at the TMs and the potential moves that Nidoqueen got in the previous generation. This is obviously going to change and update, but we are gonna look at the Sword and Shield TRs in a second. We're first gonna check out the move pool as of the previous generation. So starting off is Ice Beam. So Ice is definitely something you can run. Rock coverage, electric coverage, Shadow Ball. I mean, Shadow Ball could be viable because there are quite a few ghost types running around in the format. Flamethrower is a big one. Obviously, you can even get Aerial Ace. Apparently, it is physical, but it had access to Aerial Ace apparently in previous generations. So being able to boost your speed is very, very viable. Shadow Claw, another ghost type move, but then physical. Rock types again. And then we see Surf, so you can actually run water coverage. And then these are the egg moves that were available. It gets steel coverage, so boosting your physical defense. Then fighting, I think, did we already cover fighting? But again, if you run physical Nidoqueen, you can actually buff your physical attack as well, which is crazy. We've got move tutors here. Electric, Ice, Fire, we already discussed that. Here's fighting again. Water, Ice, Dragon. Dragon Pulse could be a decent move if you have trouble with dragons, but I would prefer using or going with the Ice Beam route because that has a bit more coverage. Dragon just hits dragons. And then the pre-evolution moves, not really a big one, but we do see the crunch, so we have dark coverage if you want to go so. And you can even run Helping Hand on a support set. And then we've got a whole list of another transferable moves, but we're not going to have a look at those right now. But you see the point, Nidoqueen very overall has so many coverage moves, has such a big pool to go with, so you can really adjust this Nidoqueen to the team you're basically going to be using. So these are the stats right here. So 90 HP, not bad in terms of bulk, 92 attack. Sorry for the yawn there, guys, that was not my intention. I am not bored at all, not in the slightest bit, if I can talk about my beloved Nidoqueen. So the physical attack is actually the highest stat that it has, but we're not going to utilize that attack stat. At least I think I'm not going to try and utilize it, but it is definitely an option. So we can definitely run physical Nidoqueen, but I think it shines a bit more in that special role. Then defense is 87, special attacks only 75, but you have to take into consideration that every move that you get is going to get a 50% buff. And that is why Nidoqueen and Nidoking are actually viable in the past, because of that sheer force life orb set. And then the 85 special defense, again a pretty okay stat, nothing too amazing there, but again those defenses can be buffed with Dynamax moves. And then the 76 76 speed is like this weird speed tier where you can go both ways. So your max speed with a timid nature is actually going to be 140, neutral nature is going to be 128 there, and the negative side, or the least speed you are going to be getting, is going to be a lot lower. So you have two options there. I'm not going to jump into the calculator just yet. I want to have a look at the TR moves that are currently in the game, and let's have a look at what Nidoqueen can potentially get from these moves. I mean, we already know he gets the flamethrower, the water type, the ice types, the electric types. We already know that. Psychic, I don't see Nidoqueen getting psychic. Let's move on. Leech Life, could be getting Leech Life for a physical set, could be something he gets. Another fighting type move, we already know he gets fighting type coverage. Megahorn, Nidoking actually has access to Megahorn. I would not be surprised if Nidoqueen had it. I didn't see it in the move pool for the previous generation, but I could have just missed it. But we see the superpower again. Hyper Voice could be something, although I don't see a use for it on the Nidoqueen. Let's see, Close Combat potentially for another physical moveset. Maybe the Aura Sphere, not sure. You can actually use Aura Sphere on Nidoqueen potentially. I mean, it would be nice if you have a physical attacker sitting next to it. It's not going to benefit the Nidoqueen itself if you're running a special moveset, but it could benefit your partner Pokemon. Dark Pulse could be something added to its move pool. Maybe it gets Grass type coverage with the Energy Ball or Power Gem. I know it gets a lot of physical rock type moves, but I'm not sure if it ever get access to Power Gem, but it might be. This could be the gen. And Energy Ball is definitely going to be a big one if it gets that as well. Grass type coverage could be decent, and then we see a lot of the moves that it already had access to. Play Rough, I don't see Nidoqueen getting a Fairy type move, but you never know. Maybe Pollen Puff, a special Bug type move, could be something if it got released. But there are so many moves that Nidoqueen has access to and potentially will get access to. Now we're going to jump into the calculator side of the video. We're actually going to create a set for our Nidoqueen. So we're going to put Nidoqueen in here at level 50. You can see the stats again. We're going to move over to the nature. I'm going to go with the hard-hitting modest nature. And then with the sheer force ability, sheer force, where are you? Yes, item is going to be the life orb. Yes. And then we have our Nidoqueen set up. Now we just need the IVs spread, or the EV spread. So I'm probably just gonna run the maxed special attack to just hit like a truck. And then let's see where our speed is going to finish up. If we go 252, we're sitting at 128 speed. Now you're gonna be pairing Nidoqueen probably. If you're gonna go with the Nidoqueen team, you have to build around it. I mean, that's basically the point. If you're gonna go with Dynamax Nidoqueen, I'm definitely looking forward to creating a team. I think you're probably gonna have to run a Tailwind user next to it. So pairing Nidoqueen with, say, a Whimsicott, Prankster Tailwind, turn 1, and you just hit like a truck. You don't really need maxed speed when you're gonna be running Tailwind. Let's have a look at Dragapult again. I always go with Dragapult. I don't think, let's say mono type, no, let's say double special attacker, level 50. So max speed Dragapult is 213. So you can drop down your speed quite a bit if you want to outspeed that thing. So let's say 200, we're still sitting far too high. Let's say 156, 116, that is still too high. 100 is 109, that is actually starting to look like it. So you still have a lot of bulk left. So let's say 80, that's a bit off. So you're gonna be running 88 speed. And you are going to be outspeeding the Dragapult at 1 speed point under Tailwind. That is very important, under Tailwind. And then we've got so much IVs available in our HP or our defense stats. Let's quickly calculate how many IVs we still have left then. I'm going to quickly open up a showdown team builder Pokemon. We are going to have to go to Gen 7 for Nidoqueen because we're not gonna find it if we are gonna stay in Gen 8. Add Pokemon Nidoqueen. This is just for the purpose of the stat distribution. We're gonna go this. We're gonna have to put in the modest nature at level 50. If we are running 88 speed, we have 168 IVs or EVs remaining. So that's quite a lot of bulk that you can add. So 164 in the HP and then another 4 in the physical or special defense. That is just your choice. And this could be a potential set that I am going to build on the Nidoqueen, or these IV spreads, these EV spreads, sorry. So this is starting to look like a decent set already. Now we just need to get the moves. We're gonna put the Dynamax on and just see how little damage Nidoqueen takes from a Dragapult. This is Timid Life Orbed Dragapult going for a Draco Meteor, not even KOing Nidoqueen. That's crazy. 75 to 88%. That's the damage we are looking at, and this is just an HP investment. This is not a bulky Nidoqueen. So let's check out the Dynamax. I mean, just look at the pitiful damage Dragapult is doing right now. Now let's start slapping Sludge Wave on there, or Sludge Bomb, and then the Earth Power. Let's just see the regular damage. Look at that. This is non-boosted Nidoqueen, just with Life Orb. It has a chance to KO uninvested Dragapult, which is absolutely mind-blowing. If you are gonna start Sludge Waving and you are gonna get to +1, you're just guaranteed KOing that thing and getting your defense buffs automatically. Let's say we're gonna put Ice Beam on there, and let's not get a boost. We are just destroying this thing without a buff, without a boost. We are just destroying this thing. Let's say, what else do we want to get on here? Let's get Shadow Ball on here, just for the sake of showing Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is the same base power move in the Dynamax, so it has the same base power, so it's gonna do the same damage because they are both super effective. Now let's get over to a Dusclops. Double Strict Rumor, level 50. So Dusclops obviously being very bulky with that Eviolite, we are looking at a potential two-shot, maybe not even two-shotting the Dusclops with the Shadow Ball here. So that's unfortunate, but let's say we're +1. That's a guaranteed two-shot already, and you can actually use your Stab Max Quake for that if you are going for the two-shot. Let's say +2. +2 has a chance to knock him out with the Shadow Ball, so that is very, very mind-blowing. +2 is not unreasonable, guys. That's just... oh my god, guys, stop yawning. +2 is not out of this world, to be honest. Max oozing twice? It's not out of this world. No, definitely not. So Dusclops is definitely gonna be an annoying Pokemon. Let's just say we knock off the Eviolite for some reason. Let's say not boosted. Okay, so so we can't knock it out in one go, but let's say +1. So at +1, if we knock off the Eviolite, you just KO him. Guaranteed KO there. With this, obviously, with this investment, this special defense investment, it's not fully specially defensive, nor is it special invested nature, or Sassy is special defense. Sorry, I'm starting to ramble here a bit, but without full special defense investment, that is a guaranteed KO at +1 without Eviolite. So you're gonna have to partner it up with, let's say, a Mandibuzz Tailwinding and then knocking off the item there. Or in the same turn, obviously, is also possible. So he wants to set up his Trick Room, you just knock off, double up into the Dusclops, knock off with the Mandibuzz, and then the Max Phantasm into the Dusclops as well, and you get the KO. Let's have a look at some other Pokemon. Let's say Venusaur. Double Showdown usage, that's probably what it's going to be. Yeah, Chlorophyll, so this is Sunsweeper. Let's say Dynamax. Look at that, dude. Max Overgrowth is not two-shotting me. Max Quake is two-shotting. Let's have a look at our damage. Wow. Venusaur tanks, or Dynamaxed Venusaur, obviously, tanks a Max Hailstorm. At +1, dude. At +1. That's a big one. Let's say we're +2 then. So he doesn't always live a +2, and this is without investment in his defenses or its HP. That's crazy, dude. Venusaur is bulky. Venusaur is really bulky there. Wow, that is actually shocking. That is actually a very surprising stat here. Wow. I'm actually shocked by the bulk that Venusaur is showing here. Let's say Charizard. Charizard very... Can't even write Charizard apparently. Charizard obviously very prominent Pokemon as well. Let's say level 50. It's not really doing that much to me. Let's say in Sun, because we didn't click Sun. So in Sun, Max Flare has a potential chance to one-shot, which is obviously scary. Max Overgrowth is not gonna kill. Max Airstream is a 2-shot. And we can't really hit Charizard there with this moveset. But let's say we swap out the Ice Beam for a potential Thunderbolt. If we can find it, Thunderbolt. What is this? I just want regular Thunderbolt, dude. Here. So Max Lightning is a 2-shot. Unfortunately, not a 1-shot. Let's see at +1. What is the damage? It doesn't get to it, unfortunately. At +2, it is definitely obviously gonna 1-shot with the Max Lightning there. This is Dynamax Charizard, by the way, not regular Charizard. At +2, we're definitely knocking it out. So that is also an interesting statistic. I mean, Nidoqueen is gonna hit like a truck, dude. We can sit here. Oh my god, dude, I can't stop yawning. We can sit here checking Pokemon all day long, and we are just gonna get some shocking results here. I mean, obviously, I am calculating at +2 right now, but with Max Ooze, it is so easy to get +1, +2, +3. I mean, if your opponent doesn't really have a switch or a definite good counter that can counter the Nidoqueen within 1 or 2 turns, you can just start steamrolling, dude. You can just steamroll. You can just start clicking Max Ooze and you can just go from there. Now, another thing that I wanted to have a look at, this is obviously a speedy Nidoqueen with Tailwind, but there is also a slow mode for Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen has this funny speed stat that can actually be run in a Trick Room team. And that leaves the door open for a lot more bulk, obviously. You can just go with the Quiet Nature, so that's plus special attack minus speed, and then just go entirely invested into the HP or potentially distribute it to your defenses. But you are looking at a 72 speed stat at level 50. Pair that with a Dusclops bulldozing next to you, and you are looking very scary there, dude. Oh, that's the wrong page. So let's go over and switch it over into the calculator. So the Quiet Nature, we've got no speed, and we actually have 0 speed in the perfect scenario. Obviously, it is not that easy to get a 0 speed, but this is obviously in the perfect scenario here. So if you bulldoze 1, you're looking at a speed stat at level 50 of 48. That's pretty slow already. You're going to be outslowing a lot. Not Pokemon like Dusclops for the purpose of this video. Or actually, wow, that is actually amazing. Dusclops has a speed, a max or a minimum speed of 49. So at -1, so after 1 bulldoze, you're gonna be outslowing your Dusclops by 1 speed point. I did not calculate this in front of the video or before the video, but this is perfect, dude. Wow. So Dusclops Nidoqueen is definitely gonna be a pair here. Wow. Let's say Rhyperior, one of the most scary Trick Room attackers in the game right now, is actually gonna be faster than, oh wait, I'm calculating at 100, at level 100. That's not gonna be the point. Obviously, he is gonna outslow you. You're gonna have to go to -2 to actually outspeed this Rhyperior before it goes to -1. So yeah, you're gonna have to go in. You're looking at -4 if you want to outslow Rhyperior at -1. Wow. Yeah, you're probably not gonna outslow Rhyperior. You're definitely gonna have to get that thing out before it starts wrecking you. But maxed Quake with maxed HP investment is not a KO. Obviously, it is gonna have weakness policy, so it could go +2 here with that enormous physical attack stat, and it is gonna get the KO. So that is going to be a difficult matchup. So you're going to have to kill that thing before it starts wrecking you. Or you're going to have a different counter on your team to counter that Rhyperior. But as you can see, Nidoqueen has two options, a slow mode in Trick Room or a fast move with Tailwind. Definitely both viable. The speed is definitely not that bad for a Trick Room user. Obviously, when you compare it to a Rhyperior is slow as hell, so you're not gonna outslow that thing if he starts slowing down as well. But that is mainly what Rhyperior does, is the Dusclops Bulldoze combination to activate weakness policy and to just get so slow that you're gonna outspeed everything in the Trick Room. So I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here, guys. I think I've rambled on long enough about the potential that Nidoqueen has and the potential matchups that you are seeing. Nidoqueen is definitely gonna be a hard-hitting Pokemon and a difficult Pokemon to switch into, because Nidoqueen has so many diverse moves it has access to, so you're not gonna be switching in safely, because for all you know, he has the perfect move for that Pokemon. So with that all being said, guys, I'm just gonna wrap it up right now because I'm just gonna start rambling, and I'm gonna see you guys in another future video. So thumbs this video up if you are excited for new DLCs, because I certainly am. Definitely when I start looking at these potential possibilities with my beloved Nidoqueen coming back, and I'm just looking forward to creating this Pokemon's sets and just wrecking stuff with it. I'm so excited for Nidoqueen, guys. I can't say it enough times, and I'm gonna see you guys in a future video. So check down the description down below for any potential links to the websites. I will link both Cerebi and Showdown in the description down below, and I will also link you guys to my previous preview video for Garchomp potentially getting Dragon Dance. So that is also can be found in the description down below, and I'll catch you guys in a future video. Bye bye.